Hey, everybody. The live stream problem seems to have been repaired. In the meantime, I went ahead and recorded a video on the topic of the meaning and purpose of romantic love. I don't know what was up with the live stream, but it was broken. So I know it's late. It's already 9:30. It's when the show is supposed to end. And I just wanted to hang out in case there's anybody out there who wants to chat and hang out for a little bit. I'm not going to cover the material because there's a Judy Garner. It says hello from Texas. So YouTube has a pretty good record. They've never before had a live stream not work when I've done it or when anybody from Family Tree. Sometimes it'll work for a little bit and then it quits working. But I know it's late. I know y'all are tired. Hey, Sharon Kelly says hi from Michigan. Richard Woods says hello, everybody. So you'll have to watch the video to get the presentation. I talked for 45 minutes. And I've actually never done the live stream using my computer. I didn't know how to do it, but I've been using the iPad all this time. But it does work. How about that? So there are 9 people out there. Can we get 10? 10. We have 10. If you guys have, hi Sarah, hey, if anybody has any questions, I'm open to answering any questions. If anybody has a good joke, I'm open to a good joke. Life is good here at the beach. Sharon Kelly says she likes the new format with an educational piece first. Well, it's on there. Lance, what's up? He's here with his sunglasses. Sarah says she's finally a 10. Lots of laugh. Jerry, what happened was the live stream was not working, not because of our equipment or Wi-Fi, but on YouTube across the board, it was out, I think, for about an hour. So that's why we're starting late. And we'll probably only go for about a half an hour because my voice is sore from doing the video. So I'm glad this didn't happen to you, Jerry. Jerry, what's up? Why don't you type a few things about what's going on with you and in your life? Denise, hi, Mark. Quick question. I told my ex-boyfriend a year ago that I wanted no contact. He keeps sending me voice recordings on Messenger. I have not responded. Do I repeat my no contact or ignore? You ignore. Isn't there a way to block him on Messenger? I think Messenger, is that related to Facebook? And can you take him off as a Facebook friend? But there must be a way to block him. But no, repeating that there's a no contact note is giving him attention. So Judy says ignore. Denise says, yes, I can block him, but I feel awful about that. Well, you're in no contact. So how are you feeling awful? Because you'll hurt his feelings? You shouldn't feel, when you're doing no contact, you gotta cut it off. Sharon, question, what do you suggest for treatment for screaming at night due to complex PTSD? Wow, Sharon, that's a big question. Um, Peter Levine says the trauma is in your body. So the first thing that I would say, Sharon, is it's okay to scream at night. That is your body doing therapy. In the middle of the night, your body's doing therapy, and that's okay. So it starts with self acceptance. It starts with not seeing yourself as somebody with a disease, but seeing yourself as having a body and a defense mechanism that is extremely resilient and able to overcome anything. So, does that make sense? There's my wife with her wrench. Hey, honey, you want to say something to the people? Um, my wife, Brenda, has been doing a lot of growing on an emotional level, and I'm really proud of her for doing the work that she's doing. She's become more open and more deep and more aware, and it's awesome, and I'm proud of her. So there's that. Judy, I have been no contact for 3 years and 8 months. That's awesome. That's awesome. I guess I've been no contact for over 4 years, and I have no interest in running into the really dangerous individual who was involved with me. But if I do run into her, I don't think it'll be that big a deal because, like I said, I've been blessed to have been able to do a lot of healing. Sharon says, thank you so much. Maybe I need to buy my roommates a white noise machine because the screaming wakes up. Yeah, buy them some earplugs and a white noise machine, but it is okay and it is okay to be yourself and to let your feelings come out. Jerry says he'll be doing an interview workshop session for Avea on healing your childhood trauma workshop 2. Plus, he's heading out to Los Angeles for a wedding on Thursday through the following Friday. And he is strongly thinking about doing a coaching group for self differentiation work. You know, Jerry, there are platforms. I think one of them is related to Google that you can do group therapy better, more better reception than Skype. I forget what it's called, but you know, if you have 10 people sign up for X number of weeks, you could do a class. But there is technology out there that is very useful for that kind of thing. So you're going to use Zoom. So Zoom, that's what it was. It was Zoom that you can have 10 people on, and the reception is crystal clear. And so if anybody's interested in signing up for Jerry's class on differentiation, it'll probably, cost some money because, Jerry's very talented. And when you get the best, sometimes, it's expensive. And I know a lot of you folks don't have a lot of money, but the cool thing about our work here at Family Tree is, and other YouTube videos is, it's free. And but if you have the resources, then go ahead and sign up for Jerry's class. That sounds awesome. So I'm about ready to get Fernando the rubber chicken out because I'm tired and I'm not getting quite enough questions. So Fernando hasn't made Fernando has cobwebs on his legs. I don't know if you can see the cobwebs. I'm not getting frisky with Fernando, but I'm cleaning off his legs. He seems to have. I think I taped him on the back of my computer, so he's got tape. I need to take the tape off. That looks bad. It looks like I'm choking Fernando. So my wife says use the anger to push yourself forward in your recovery. I make my wife so angry. She must be really pushed forward pretty far in her recovery. Okay, so Fernando, he's been rescued from the impediments around his throat. I'm gonna start singing with Fernando in just a moment if there aren't really good questions coming my way. Any other questions tonight? Thank you for showing up, Jerry, and letting us know what's up with you. Does anybody have any questions that I might be able to offer? Jennifer says Fernando is making her dog go nuts. So let's do some. I think I squeezed too much. I squeezed the. I might need to do hard touch. I saved him. Denise asked when my talk is. Turns out her name is said Zafia. And I did the interview yesterday, and she's doing some editing. I'll probably get it tomorrow and post it tomorrow. Zofia and I talked for an hour and 15 minutes, and we covered everything that she offers and what she's been working on with us. So, yes, Jerry, ZEPHYR is her first name, and her last name is Jolly, Jali. You can also look up NES Health. Yeah, there it is. Jerry says he's also eating better, walking more, going to a chiropractor, and so he's doing much better with self-care. That's awesome. So, honey, if you can put any links on there to those things, that'd be great. But if you can't, that's cool too. So, Fernando always looks so shocked and surprised, you know? Okay, Jackie. Mark, does a healthy relationship just feel right? Any relationship, really. I would say an unhealthy, enmeshed, addictive relationship feels right. A healthy relationship starts slow. There's very little denial, and it probably doesn't feel right. because you're working your ass off and you're facing conflict. So, no, I don't think a healthy relationship just feels right in the beginning. If you do the work and both become interdependent, which I know very few people like that, that'll feel right. Hearts of Goldenrod says, Sarah, you determine what, if any, power she has on you. Please keep that in mind. My wife shared the link to Ness Health. Lisa says, healthy relationships for me feel a little boring. I know I have to work through that. Lisa, I can relate to you. I had a lovely marriage for 27 years to a non-psychopath, and but mean, crazy chicks seemed more interesting to me. Not saying that my wife is a mean, crazy chick. I'm not going that direction at all. My wife's somebody that's done a lot of work on herself. So there's that. Question. If you feel drained after being around a person, is it a sign that you have an issue? Or maybe you're just oil and water? If you feel drained, it probably means you're a rescuer and you're giving too much and they're taking too much. A really good friendships means they give to you and you give to them, and it's sort of an equal deal. So doesn't he sound so sad when he carries on? I'm probably driving dogs crazy all across the world. Question from Jennifer. What if nothing seems to make you feel better anymore in a way where you can't just breathe out the mundane? What if nothing seems to make you feel better anymore in a way where you can't just breathe out the mundane? Jennifer, I would recommend this practitioner from Australia, Zafia, and we've got links for her because the things that she promotes, she can help you feel better physically, at least. And if you feel better physically, you're going to feel better emotionally. Kelly with 2 E's. Hi there. My last 2 relationships were with antisocial. Ouch. Very kind and sweet, but passive aggressive. Shy and insecure. Took a long time for me not to have taken it personally. Jackie says, Renda's beautiful, and I think she completes you and you her. Well, I complete her unresolved issues with her abandoning mother, and she completes, and I complete her issues with it, and she completes my issues with needing to be criticized. So yeah, we're the perfect couple. We're normal. Fernando is wailing. I think that's true. Jackie, Mark, I think I would like to buy Fernando when I go and visit people. Then I wouldn't have to listen to the constant BS. If someone's BSing, you can just go, can't hear you, can't hear you. There was somebody named Gandhi Wiggles, but they got deleted. My wife says we're the perfect pair. Completing each other is a codependent thing. You complete me. Question. Mark, why do you react when someone speaks for me or groups me with other people? Why do I react when somebody speaks for me or groups you with other people? Sounds like you might have a trigger, Jackie. Maybe you grew up in a family where you didn't have a voice or where people spoke for you. I don't know. But I think you react when somebody speaks for you for a reason. That would be my guess, is they're disempowering you and it triggers you. But I haven't done a family tree on your background, so I can't tell you for sure, but that's just a guess. Okay. Sophia, how can I feel safe and be in an inner peace state regardless of the environment that I'm in? How can I not let the fight or flight mode take me over? Well, read Peter Levine's book, Waking the Tiger, and you're going to go into fight or flight. And that's okay. It's okay to go into fight or flight. If you go into it, it means you need to. How can I feel safe and be in a inner peaceful state regardless of the environment? You might have to change your environment. Here's a little thing that I've done when I'm on airplanes or when I'm in restaurants. Ow, I'm pinching myself. Is I got a way to control my environment. I got sound canceling headphones, and really seriously, I've been very, very sensitive to loud sounds. The other day I was at my nephew's house. We were playing cards, and he had professional wrestling on really loud. I would rather hear fingernails on a chalkboard than professional wrestling. And my nephew had a pair of these, and I put it on. No more professional wrestling. So, Kelly, what is your advice on the first step of healing? Do I look like a dork wearing these? What is your advice on the first step of healing codependency? Read the book Codependency No More and attend CODA 12-step meetings. Mark, I think you hit the nail on the head. I was number 6 of 6 children and taught that children are to be seen and not heard. How about that? I guessed right. I must be smart or something. My wife says Pete Walker's book on complex PTSD is a great book. Nobody, high emotional detective. Nobody told me if I look goofy wearing the sound reducing headsets. I look like a pilot. If I'm the pilot on a plane, run off the plane. When Renda and I flew here, the landing was horrible. The guy just bang into the ground. We didn't get injured or anything, but it was a bad landing. So anyway, serious. I'm serious. We got this. My wife got it for my birthday for $169. And now I have the power in a restaurant or on an airplane or when I'm in bad traffic, which probably isn't safe, to cancel out noises that would trigger my PTSD. So that's a good thing. Okay, so Sarah's dad was a pilot with Mohawk Airlines. Sarah Urpa. I always feel guilty after I tell the narcissist how I feel, how their words and behavior has hurt me. In turn, it's blamed on me that I'm bothering him to let him know about this. Hey, Kelly Wood, what's up? Sarah, you need to get stronger within yourself so that you can't be mind melded by your narcissist. That would be the goal. Sarah says there's also Coda phone lines. You can go to Coda Anonymous. Common, they have a phone schedule where you can call in. I go to these daily and they definitely help. Awesome. Yeah, this was a really nice birthday gift. And she bought me fluffy pillows. So I did good this birthday. I bought her the same set for Christmas. So if I'm being toxic and Renda's being toxic, we can just put our headphones on and chill and look for a clearer, more happy moment of sharing in time. So, Kelly, what's up with you? Sarah says that her husband got help with Coda and recommends it. I had a really nice day today. Actually, it was a terrible day. I got up really, really, really tired and saw a client from England. And then I went back to bed, pushed my 11 o'clock to 12, got a really good nap, and I've been scrambling ever since. But then at the last second, I got a new client from Canada who I think I can help quite a bit. So this work is just people are so interesting. I just find people so interesting. Kelly says I'm good, trying to figure out how to help my daughter move forward. Jennifer K, it's so hard to be in being mine. So hard to, is that mind fuck yourself? I still feel like he lives in my head with me, and I have to choose to let him speak to me and let me speak to him, and it's a slow process. Well, Jennifer, it is a slow process. I would submit to you that I would submit to you that there was probably a narcissist in your family of origin, one of your parents, perhaps, that put negative energy in your head, and that's why you were drawn to this narcissist. But he is in your head, and it is a slow process, and it takes time. It takes time to heal shame. It takes time to heal trauma. Jennifer, you're saying, wait a minute, that's so far from the truth. What are you reacting to? I'm not sure what you're reacting to. Kelly, your daughter has been diagnosed with OCD, anxiety, and depression. That's tough. She was diagnosed when she hit high school and was doing well initially, and then she had a breakdown and was hospitalized. Oh, she was completing her comment. Okay. All right. Any more questions? I'm back on my low carb diet and I've cooked a steak. I just have to warm it up and I'm going to have steak for dinner. I know it's late, but I'm going to do it anyway. Kelly says she got the help she needed and is doing well now, but I can't help her move forward with her life. You know, we've missed a lot of our regulars by starting an hour and a half late. I miss them. So, well, listen, it is 10 o'clock, and so you have a 45-minute presentation really geared for you guys on the topic of the meaning and purpose of romantic love. And then we're visiting here. We're going to wrap up in just a few minutes. Crappy little thing says, my mom had borderline personality disorder, and after spending almost all my life trying to make her happy, I decided to stop. That was a good decision. I'm limiting contact and setting boundaries because her behavior hurts me and triggers my anxiety. Yay. I'd like to thank Fernando for making a guest appearance on the show tonight. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Okay. So, Kelly, I've been there in your situation with a daughter. Her diagnosis was bipolar, and we went through hell and back, and all you can do is keep loving, tell the truth. Kelly says hi, Fernando. Fernando says hi, Kelly. You know, hold her accountable, try not to enable, but it's hard to find that balance where you're giving, you're caring, but you're not caring too much. So Sarah says, can you tell the difference between a borderline and a bipolar? Borderline and bipolar are vastly different creatures. A borderline is somebody with a personality disorder. They tend to be into devaluing. They're emotionally unstable. They're needy. They are a cluster B. Somebody with bipolar disorder isn't a cluster B. It's more biological in nature, and it means that sometimes you're really, really high, and sometimes you're really, really low. When you're high, you can become psychotic and need to be hospitalized. When you're low, you might be suicidal. Jennifer, I think both of my parents have part narcissism to them, just different kinds. One is outlandish and the other is not so much. Kelly says, thanks, Mark. It is hard, but we are trying. That's all you can do is try. So, well, Jackie says, Mark, I appreciate that you came on late, and I will watch the videos. Love you and Renda and Jerry. Thanks for being real. And we love Fernando, the wailing chicken, the wailing rubber chicken. That's hard to say. Wailing rubber chicken. My brother is bipolar, Kelly says, and it's amazing how they cycle. It really is. Joe Starr says hi. She says there is overt and covert narcissism. Denise says I'm both borderline and bipolar. Glory be. I'm good with that because I'm on a path toward healing. Well, God bless you. God bless you. Well, everybody have a good week. Well, I'll be back in 2 weeks, perhaps my wife will join me. Thank you, honey, for the support and the links. Thank you, everybody with wrenches. Thank you, new people. Watch the video on romantic love, and I really do. I really did enjoy connecting with the people that got on the show tonight. So, God bless you all, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.